So yes, he did used to penetrate me. And I just remember laying there a lot of times crying, feeling uncomfortable. And I think for that reason today, this is why I don't like older men. I've never liked older men. And I always thought they were like, because every man that violated me was way older than me. You know what I'm saying? They were like grown. As far as my cousin's father, like I said, he's never penetrated me, but he's put his hands in my underwear, touched on my breasts and things like that. And because of that, like, this is what I say about predators. You know what I'm saying? How they try to isolate things because what he was doing to me, my cousins, they couldn't talk to me. Like, they used to be like, if they got caught talking to me, they would be in trouble by their dad. I don't know if he ever violated my cousins or not. I don't know the answer to that. That's their story to tell if they ever want to tell it. But he definitely did violate me on many occasions. Now, he ended up going to jail because my mom did put him in jail. So the problem that I'm having with a lot of y'all on the internet is y'all are saying, oh, these kids is fast. First of all, as children, we don't know about sex unless someone teaches it to us, and hopefully it's taught to us in the right way. In my case, in Naziah's case, we wasn't taught the right way. We was taught that, hey, this grown man want to, do what he do to you, and this is what's gonna happen. And it's not fair that y'all call children fast, because I got fast, and it could be a result of that. Because yes, once I got a boyfriend, it was on and popping. Like, literally, it was on and popping. But it's just such a sad case to listen to this and to know that what you went through as a child, that somebody else had to experience that. And like I said, so many Zanaya Harrises out there. There's so many. And it's so unfortunate because, the older generation, they truly do like to sweep things under the rug. I won't necessarily say, I don't know how to say that in my family, because my mom, my cousin's dad was put in jail by my mom. I had to go to court. I had to testify, and he was put in jail. But Robert Motley, and again, I don't know if this man is living. I really don't care. I don't care who know him. But he never paid for that crime with me. Did he ever get caught with someone else? I hope so, because they don't stop with just one person. And just because I was a shapely little girl, I had breasts, butt, all that, hips, at probably 10. I was very shapely. And it doesn't give a man, a woman, anybody the right to violate you. And we gotta stop sweeping stuff under the rugs. We gotta start talking. No matter, somebody has to be accountable. Somebody has to be accountable to the things that happen to our children. As a result of this, I was very protective with my children. Honey, I would leave my children at home by themselves before I let my children just go to anybody's house, because I didn't play that, because I knew what had happened to me. And in my family, my own family did this. Uncle did it to me, a great uncle. Just a few people, they just, they violated me. And like I said, the only person that ever penetrated me was Robert Motley. He the only person that ever penetrated me. But what do you men see in children? What do you see in children? What turns you on about children? And I have to take this back to, this has to be something very mental, because I do believe that for you to see something in a child, you're dealing with something mental as well. And when you have those thoughts, I think you should seek the help that you need. So you're not harming someone's life. You're not putting trauma in someone's life. Thankfully, Naziah doesn't have to go through that trauma. But I know I shouldn't have said that like that, y'all, but her life was more important. But because her life is gone, thankfully she doesn't have to live that trauma. She lived it. And even listening to those text messages, even listening to those text messages, you could tell this man groomed the mess out of this little girl. And I do mean groomed the mess out of her. My groomers, S plural, my groomers, I don't think they ever got that far with me, because I don't know if, like I said, I've always been very strong-minded. And I knew this man didn't love me. I think for me, it was, if I don't do this, I'm not going to be able to make this money. For me, that's in my 13-year-old mind. My 13-year-old mind thinking, if I don't let this man do this to me, I'm not going to be able to earn this money to buy me new school clothes, to buy me this, to buy me that, to eat, like just crazy stuff that a 13-year-old may think. And our minds are not developed enough to understand that we know that it's wrong. So I'm not going to say we don't understand that it's wrong. But when you correlate it with something such as, like I just explained, dang, if I don't let this man do this to me, he not going to let me come with him no more. He's already threatened me and told me don't tell nobody, or this is going to happen. He's going to do something to my aunt, to my grandmother's house, because he knew where my grandmother lived at. He's going to do something to my grandmother's house, stuff like that, But I don't know if I really correlated the fear. I think I more correlated the, dang, if I don't do this, I'm not going to make the money that I need for me. I don't know. I don't know how I thought about that as a 13-year-old. But now that I'm talking about it, I've talked about it. Plenty of people know this story, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know this story. My aunt, for one, who used to date him, I definitely don't think she knows this story. So if she sees this, it's going to be very surprising to her. But it's just sad that, we as little girls, and like the judge said in that case, we got to start protecting them. Girls, period. But especially the little black girl, the most unprotected species on this earth, the little black girl. And I don't understand, what did you see in me at 13? What turned you on? What made you ejaculate when looking at a 13-year-old child? What turned you on about me? Or any other little girl that you may have touched? What prompted you to say, this is what I want to do? So I have that question for any man who's out there thinking about, and I hope you come across this video. I hope you think about it. I hope that you seek the help that you need, because what prompts you to say, dang, that little girl's sexy, what prompts you to do that? I don't get it. Hold on, y'all, I'll be back.